morning. My name is Ms. Johnson. I'm one of the co-leads for 7th grade along with Mr. Santa Ana. I would like to welcome you and your families to the 7th grade here at Gavilan View. For some of you, it might be your first year. For some of you, it might be your second, and welcome back. We have an awesome set of teachers here to help you get through the year. You're going to meet here in a couple of minutes, and we are all looking forward to working together with you to make it a successful year.
Hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, I am Miss Gell. I am the 7th grade history teacher here at Gavilan View Middle School. This is my second year teaching, and I'm really excited to be your child's teacher this year. So the best way to contact me is any form, my email or calling me here at school. I also use Remind 101 if you would like to get messages for Remind 101. I can send you that info to join, to be able to send me messages. And if you go to our 7th grade website, there's a link on there on my teacher page to join my Remind class as well. So in 7th grade history, we cover everything from ancient Rome to the Renaissance, which is basically the end of ancient Rome. So about like 31 BC to about the year 1500. And expectations for the class, the kids get no more than 2 assignments per day. And even that, they get multiple days to complete things. So a lot of the time, for their weekly or for their vocabulary for every unit, for example, I give them at least 3 days. So I assign it, say, on Friday, and it's not due until Tuesday. But it is in their agenda to work on every single day until Tuesday. So they're expected to come into the Google Classroom, read the agenda that I have posted, and watch the video of me going over the agenda and each assignment that they are to complete for the day. And then I also have a Google Meet posted every day, first period, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, because Wednesday is our independent work day. So on those 4 days, I will have a Google Meets link posted where I will be for the entirety of first period. So from 8:30 to 9:10, answering students' questions, going over assignments with them, helping them get onto certain apps that they might need, all of that stuff. So if they have any questions at all, they should come to that Google Meet or reach out to me via email or phone call to get one-on-one help if that's something that they need. And then every once in a while, I will post at least, I try to do at least once a week, but it just depends on my schedule, where I do after school office hours. So from 1:45 to 2:30, I post a Google Meets link on the History Google Classroom, and they can join. And I usually let them know the day of that I'm doing that, just because it does depend on my schedule. But if students do need help before those times, they can reach out to me at any time and get help on those things. So the types of assignments and activities that they'll be working on, we do a lot of vocabulary assignments in my class. Vocabulary is basically they watch a video, and there's different assignments attached to it. There's like vocabulary words that they have to write in sentences. There's a read and respond type activity where they read some information that goes deeper than the video did and answer like multiple choice questions. There's quizzes based on the videos. There's a vocabulary game that they can play. And we typically, we do week and wrap either every week or every other week, depending on how much work we're doing that week. And that just gives them the news for current events for that week. And then they just watch the video and take the quiz. So that's something they are going to be interacting with vocabulary at least once a week. And then at the beginning of every unit, we do what's called an illustrated dictionary to help them understand their vocabulary words better. So they take the definition, they put it in their own words, they put the word in a sentence, and then they insert some sort of Google image of the that represents the word and helps them understand. So those are just some of the assignments. It is going to be a lot of taking notes. I do require that they have a history notebook or a section of a binder that they're putting their notes in and keeping them. We will refer back to our notes quite often. I don't do a whole lot of tests and quizzes. They do pop up occasionally. I try to do some fun projects for them as well, where they will need to use their notes to help them complete the project. So it is really crucial that they are taking the notes, because whether it's a test or a quiz or a project, they will be able to use their notes, and it will be extremely beneficial to them to have them available to use. So we are going to be taking notes. I do warn the kids ahead of time. And if it requires reading, a lot of reading, I will make sure that there's some sort of audio for them to listen to the reading as well. TCI comes with that capability, as does ReadWorks. But if it's something that I'm providing on my own, I will record an audio version of the reading material so that they have something to listen to. And I almost always provide examples of what my notes look like so that they can get an idea for how they can take their notes. I'm very big on them figuring out a way to take notes that works best for them. So if how I show them doesn't work for them, they do not have to take notes that way. If there's another way that they like better, then that's fine with me. But that's pretty much it for history. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. If your child has any questions, they can always meet with me during first period. They can email me, anything like that. And I really look forward to teaching history for your kids this year.
All right. Hello, 7th grade families. We are your 7th grade math team. I am Mrs. Emery. This is my 3rd year teaching at Gavilan View, but my 9th year in education, and I've taught all sorts of grade levels. You can reach me at extension 4412, or you can email me at cemery@santaritaschools.org.
Hey everyone, my name is Henry Lee. I've been here teaching at GB for 3 years now. If you need to contact me through phone, my extension is 4440, or you can contact me through email at hlee@santaritaschools.org. Now, here's a little rundown of our weekly schedule of how we like to do with our math students. Mondays, we usually like to roll out with vocabularies and terms. Tuesdays and Thursdays would be for video lessons, roughly 2 to 3 per week. Wednesdays are for projects, and Friday, we like to sum up the whole week with a quiz.
Okay, that's our weekly schedule, but some of the apps that we use to help us with that and some of the programs, students can expect to do extra math every single day. It's a basic math fact practice. Should take them no more than 7 minutes every single day. We also use iReady for them to get their daily math practice. So after they've received instruction from us, whether through a video or vocabulary, there will be assignments for them to practice through iReady. They get more than one chance at those, and they can always email us for more chances. The last one that we use is Khan Academy. They get some videos through there, articles to read, as well as practice assignments. We consider that kind of our homework, even though everything they're doing is done at home. That's kind of their homework assignments. It's extra help on the same topic that we are covering.
Along with all of that, during second period when it's time for math, if students were to ever come up with a question or a problem that they can't seem to solve, we have our office hours that they're more than welcome to join in and ask for help. Along with that, most days until 2:30, we also hold office hours for students that need some, one-on-one help after school, with the exception of Wednesday.
All right. It is your students' responsibility to show up and see us during second period. That's our office hours. We are both available and ready to help. While their homeroom teacher is walking them through the assignments and helping them with initial questions, we are their math teachers who are more than willing and able to help them during second period. They can also email us at any time and we get back to them. We suggest students email both of us as well as their homeroom teacher, so we're all in the same loop on what is going on. We also want your students to be using the supplies the district gave them. That includes their tracker, their calculator, as well as anything else. And if they need more things, please reach out to us. We are here to help you. Thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you and your student this year.
Bye.
Hello everyone, and welcome to 7th grade ELA. My name is Mr. James Stauffer, and below is my email address. It's jstauffer@santaritaschools.org. Let's take the next 5 minutes and talk about expectations for this year, and we'll talk about the books we'll be using and the educational apps we'll be using as well. Let's begin by talking about our class novel, which is The Hunger Games. So before I go any further, I want to tell you parents to please go to the school gym and pick up your student's copy of The Hunger Games. It's available at the student gym or at the Gavilan Middle School gym from 9 to 3. This book is going to be used for pretty much everything this year. It's going to be used for writing, vocabulary, reading comprehension questions, and the students will actually be marking this book up or taking notes in the margin, pens, pencils, highlighters. So this book's going to get kind of messy this year. But it's also, I feel, important because everything's going to be so technology-based this year. It's going to be nice for the students to actually do some physical writing. Anyways, please pick this book up as soon as possible. Moving on. Google Classroom is going to be our virtual classroom. Everything is going to be posted there. So if you ever have any questions like what's going on today or what's the assignment, everything will be available on Google Classroom. There's also a mobile app for this. So in case you want to bring that app along with you virtually. Okay, Aries, this is important. This is our virtual grade book. You can also download the mobile app for this, and this will keep you posted on any developments on your students' grades. Okay, ReadWorks. This is going to be our source for informational text or nonfiction reading this year. So you can count on your students mostly reading a ReadWorks assignment once a week. And a ReadWorks assignment is just basically they're going to be reading some text. It's going to be non-fictional text, answering some multiple choice questions, and then 2 or 3 short response questions. And this kind of balances out our fictional reading this year. Flipgrid. Once a week, students are going to be making a video recording of themselves, and this is going to be used to reflect back on what they learned this week, during the week, or it's going to be used in a discussion where students will respond to each other's videos. And this is going to be a powerful tool this year. I'm excited to use it. I think that's it, or maybe there's one more. Hold on. That's it. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it for 7th grade ELA. I look forward to seeing all you guys in the conferences, and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Emily Fiala. I'm the science teacher for 7th grade at Gavilan View. This will be my 3rd year at Gavilan View teaching science. I'm really excited because last year I taught 6th and 7th grade science, which means I know a lot of my 7th graders, my current 7th graders. And I also have some wonderful new faces too. So I'm really excited about this year. The best way to contact me before I get into all the sciencey things, all that sciencey goodness, please know that the best way to contact me is by email. My email is efiala@santaritaschools.org. And if you're going, oh my goodness, I can't write that down so fast, don't worry. I put it in my syllabus and it's there on the Google Classroom page for you. I'm also going to post a video on how to navigate and use the Google Classroom page for science. So when you're done with this video, please take a moment to go look at that on the Google Classroom page for science as well. The other way to contact me if you're going to call would be to call the school. My extension is 4405, again 4405. But as you can see, I'm not always in my classroom, so please the best way to contact me is through email. This year for science, we are really going to get into chemistry, a lot of chemistry. And then we're going to start to look at some ecosystems and some earth science towards the end of the year, but a big part of our year for 7th grade is chemistry and chemical reactions, which is really fun. And although we might not be in the classroom, still going to have a lot of fun labs. And I already have had some really fun times with your students making those paper airplanes and doing the paper airplane lab. I hope you enjoyed that too. Our expectations for class are like the other classes, to make sure we're on time and we're staying engaged throughout class. Please make sure that you know I have my students writing in trackers, and I know the other homeroom teachers are as well, to make sure we're recording, or if you don't have a tracker, in some sort of journal to record what's due for each day. I do have my students working on that every single day. I also will try to make sure that we have activities at the start of class and end of class that help kind of make our brains get into the science mindset and thinking about the sort of unit that we're working on, those kind of key questions that guide us through. We will have quizzes about every week, as well as larger projects towards the end of units. Sometimes we might have one project for 2 units because there's a kind of combination of a theme between a combination of units. With class, I want to remind you all that I do have Google Meet sessions during science class, which is at 11:05 to 11:55 a.m. Every single day I will be there. I am working with my homeroom students as well during that time, so if I'm ever not there at exactly 11:05 a.m., don't worry, I will be there, and I will be there for the span of time to help your students. I really have enjoyed having students come so far and ask me engaging questions and want to learn more about different things with the periodic table of elements. It's been fun so far, and I hope to see more of your students there. For technology, as I said before, I'm going to have another video posted in the science page that's about how to navigate the page, but I will say I have a video posted on how to when it comes to how to use a new piece of technology. Even if it's something like taking a picture and uploading it, I do have a little kind of self-help type video on those different things posted in my classroom page, because I know that there's a lot of new things this year and it can get overwhelming. So I have a section called how-tos in my Google Classroom page just for that, which I also hope might be helpful for you all when you're helping your students. So it's there for you as well. And I do have lots of different types of things that I will use that are on the computer, like Nearpods and Google Forms and all of those things. But I also am really hoping that your student has already gotten themselves a science notebook, or maybe you're going to get that for them soon. If it has to be combined in another notebook, that's fine, but I do want to make sure students aren't just typing and looking at the computer all day long, so they are going to work in a science notebook as well. We have a lot of fun labs that are going to come this year, and I'm really excited to do those with your students. Even though they might be virtual, we're still going to have a lot of really fun content to go through and engaging labs this year. So I look forward to a wonderful year with you, your students, and I hope you reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns.
Hello, Gavilan View families. I'm Megan Nicholson, 7th grade homeroom teacher and ASB teacher for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. This is my 16th year of teaching, my first year in Santa Rita at Gavilan View. I'm loving every second of it, as you guys all know from my daily brags on the Band and Remind apps. If you have not joined those apps, please contact me so I can get you that information as soon as possible and get you set up, because that's a key tool for communication in our class. Expectations of homeroom are pretty simple. Come to class, be prepared, do your work, help others when you can, and celebrate successes. Can't ask for much more than that. And our homeroom class is being amazing at meeting those criteria every day. So I know I've met most of you virtually already. I'm looking forward to meeting you all very shortly here. And if you need to contact me, please refer to my email. You can call at school. You have my Google Voice number. You can use the Reminder, the Band apps, any way you need to, and I'm always available for you. So please let me know if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions. And thank you very much in advance, sir, already for being such an integral part of our learning this year. Thank you so much, and have a good evening.
Ms. Johnson, I'm the 6th and 7th grade PE teacher here at Gavilan View, and I'm wishing you guys a good year this year, 2021. I know it's a little different this year, being distance learning, but PE will be done all asynchronously, done outside of school. It's important to keep kids active, especially during this time, because they're spending so much time at school behind the computer, also sitting down, and so getting up and getting moving is good for the brain, good for the body, good for the mental health. So with that, PE is super important to make sure the kids are doing it. We will be doing 4 days of activity a week. They have 7 days to complete the activities. They will choose an activity, videotape it on themselves, participate in that activity on Flipgrid, and then submitting it to me. Just FYI, make the kids feel better. I will be the only one looking at it. They will also be doing a cognitive assignment, which means that's academic, where they may range from the components of fitness to the health and safety of exercising outside, to the rules of the game, or analyzing whether or not a skill is correct or not, or explaining a correct. That could be done through Flipgrid, Kahoot, Brain Pop. A short answer, really there's no limit on that. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My email is jjohnson@santaritaschools.org. My extension is different than everybody else's. I am at extension 4122. Once again, my extension is 4122. And if there's anything I can do, please let me know. If you send me an email and I miss it, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It just might mean I missed it. I do have quite a few kids. And the emails are kind of sometimes get lost or we just don't see them quickly enough. So please get back to me again. I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, if you have any contacts, any questions, call me or email me. Thank you and have a good, safe year this year with your students.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ray Santa Ana. I am a resource specialist here at Gavilan Middle School. This is my 6th year here teaching, 11th year overall. I'm going to be working with the 7th grade and 8th grade teams to help support your son or daughter for the upcoming school year.
Hola padres, yo me llamo Paula Ruiz y yo soy la maestra del desarrollo del idioma inglés aquí en Gavilan View. Yo estoy aquí para monitorear los estudiantes que todavía son clasificados como aprendices de inglés. También yo y mis asistentes están aquí para ayudar a cualquier aprendiz de inglés con su tarea o con estudiar para un examen o una prueba en sus clases. So, espero que cada aprendiz de inglés tenga un buen año escolar este año. Gracias.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Saul Gama. Buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Saul Gama. This is my first year teaching. However, I do have about 5 years within the district. I started over at Santa Rita Elementary School as a paraprofessional. Then I began as a substitute teacher. And currently, I've been given the opportunity to teach your children in this class. Llevo como 5 años con el distrito. Empecé como ayudante de maestro y continué como suplente de maestro. Y ahora me han dado la oportunidad de educar en la clase. Muchas gracias por tener sus estudiantes ahí conmigo. La mejor forma de contactarme sería el número 831-287-8316. So the best contact, if I could give you any contact information, the best way to contact me would be 831-287-8316. You could also contact me through email, which is sgama, that would be letter S, G-A-M-A, at Santa Rita Schools. La otra forma de contactarme también podría ser por el correo electrónico, que viene siendo la letra S, G-A-M-A, @santaritasschools.org. Otra vez viene siendo SGAMA @santaritasschools.org. Y ahorita una de las expectaciones que tengo para sus estudiantes o hijos e hijas viene siendo que ahorita les estoy dando 2 lecciones a la semana. Lunes y martes sería una lección. Jueves y viernes sería otra lección. La razón por qué estamos practicando así es porque queremos que se retengan esa información y no se les olvide tan fácil. So we're currently, I'm giving out 2 lessons a week, which is on Monday. On Tuesday, we kind of review that lesson or build on it, which repeats on Thursday and Friday. I'm currently giving about 1 or 2 quizzes a week just because I want the students to be able to retain the vocabulary and keep up with the lesson. So one of the websites that we're currently using, which is great, I love it, happens to be iReady. So iReady becomes very supportive of their math and reading skills. I expect them to cover about 20 minutes of reading and 20 minutes of math every single day from Monday to Friday. So at the end of the week, they should have 100 minutes. They should also pass their 2 lessons with a 70% if they expect a good grade. So what that means that if they don't pass their lessons within that 70% or higher, then I do expect them to go in and knock out a couple more minutes in order for them to develop another lesson. Una de las páginas que ahorita estamos usando que me gusta mucho viene siendo una página que se llama iReady, donde los estudiantes cada día ponchan 20 minutos de matemáticas y 20 minutos de lectura, que viene siendo de lunes a viernes. Tendrían que tener los 100 minutos. 100 minutos con 2 lecciones pasadas con un 70% o más. Eso quiere decir que si no están pasando sus lecciones con un 70%, tienen que ponchar otros minutos para que puedan alcanzar a ese 70% y estén comprobando que están entendiendo esas lecturas y lecciones. Otra de las páginas que estamos usando viene siendo TCI para clase de ciencia, para clase de historia. En la clase de historia, viene siendo TCI, un libro que es virtual, donde los estudiantes ahí vamos y ahí leemos, cubrimos el vocabulario y aprendemos de la historia. One of the websites that we're also using is TCI for History, which is great. It's like the online textbook. So we could go in, highlight, cover the vocabulary, and have some activities for us to do. Also, I want to remind you that PE, so physical education, is being covered during an intervention class, so the students do have that expectation. También les quiero recordar que la clase de educación física la estamos cubriendo durante la clase de intervención. So los estudiantes cada día tienen que completar las tareas de educación física, hacer ejercicio para que se mantengan activos. Eso está cubierto durante la clase de intervención. Para clase de ciencias, una página que estamos usando que me gusta mucho se llama Study Jams, donde los niños entran a esas clases, a esa página, y pueden mirar un video y después tomar una prueba para haber cubrido el vocabulario y repasar. Y ya después de eso, nosotros tenemos proyectos, tareas, trabajo de clase para poder mantener ese movimiento, pues. So one of the websites that we're using is Study Jams, which is great. That website, we're using it for science, which is a great website where you could go in, watch a video, take a quiz right after, and it helps us build upon the lesson. It's great for vocabulary. I'm also using Quizlet. Quizlet is great for the vocab. It's kind of like a flashcard. So I put in the vocab and then they flip it and it has a definition. They get to play some games, which is like a mix and match, which is super great. But what I really have to give it up to the GV family. They have been able, all the teachers there have been able to give me a tremendous amount of support with each subject, and we touch bases and see what lessons we're doing, so that way we could give your students the best lessons that they could receive. Les quiero recordar que también le tengo que dar muchas gracias a los otros maestros que me están apoyando mucho. Platicamos cada semana para poder darle las mejores lecciones a sus estudiantes. But yeah, I definitely want to thank you for your support. Everybody has been super great with communication, with the phone calls. I know I'm calling every week, but I definitely appreciate you answering. I want to thank you for enrolling your students at GV, and thank you also. Y'all provide a school for us. If it wasn't for you or your students, we wouldn't have a job. So I definitely had to give it up for you as well. Muchas gracias, padres. Si no fuera por ustedes, no tendríamos una escuela. No tendremos trabajo si no llevaran sus hijos a la escuela. So, muchas gracias por su apoyo. Y hay que continuar y hay que seguir progresando juntos. So thank you so much, and we're going to keep progressing together. If you have any questions or any concerns, let me know, or let anybody at GV know. Si tienen otras preguntas o comentarios, me pueden dejar saber, o también le pueden dejar saber a la principal o a la escuela. Muchas gracias y que tengan un buen día.